How do you know if your dog or cat has liver disease? What are some of the early clinical signs? And are there any natural remedies I suggest? Get all those answers and more in this video. Are you looking to learn more about natural pet health and wellness? You've come to the right place. Click the link to subscribe to Veterinary Secrets. We're having a brand new webinar and you're invited. Everything you need to know about liver disease in dogs and cats. Why the liver is key to a happy and healthy long-lived pet. What is detoxification and should you be doing this for your dog or cat? Home diets that support and heal your pet's damaged liver. My top natural remedies for liver disease, arthritis, cognitive function, parasites, and even cancer. The webinar is free. It's happening Tuesday, July 23rd at 5 p.m. Pacific, and you're invited. Click the link in the box below to sign up. Think of your pet's liver as the powerhouse. It manages, filters, and processes pretty much everything in the body. The liver, it filters all the blood coming in from the digestive tract. It can filter out harmful toxins so it's not affecting your pet, i.e. things that they consume, maybe side effects of some of the conventional vet drugs, the anti-inflammatories. It metabolizes hormones and other drugs before they're going into the rest of your pet's body. It produces bile, which is key for normal fat digestion in the intestinal tract. It produces some of these clotting proteins, like that's what you need to have normal blood clotting. The liver is key for normal glucose or blood sugar metabolism. Excess sugar can get stored in the liver in the form of glycogen. It stores many of the vitamins A, D, E, K, B12. It also produces a really important protein called albumin, and that is key to maintain normal blood pressure, normal volume of fluid throughout the body. When albumin levels drop, which is what we'll see in many animals that are clinically really sick, or we'll see when animals that have cancer, then we'll see all this excess fluid. Maybe you've seen that in any person with cancer. They can have all this excess swelling of their feet, their hands, etc. because they have low albumin. Like the liver is so key to do so many things throughout the body. And you really, really, really need to protect and guard your pet's liver. And some of the things that we're giving our dogs and cats, those can directly harm the liver. Probably the most common thing would be these, the NSAIDs, the anti-inflammatory drugs. In some cases they're needed. We've got an older dog with arthritis, even if you've tried some of the alternatives, maybe you need the NSAIDs. But you should also be thinking about doing things to support your pet's liver because you don't want it damaged as well. Some of the early clinical signs of a dog or cat that might have liver disease. Well, initially, they're pretty vague. Your dog or cat, they may have a decreased appetite. They're just not as interested in food. There may be intermittent vomiting, diarrhea. Initially, these guys seem lethargic, just don't have the same energy. They might have increased salivation. This is especially common in cats. They may just be tender if you're palpating the abdomen. The liver is located just underneath the last part of the rib cage. So if you're going to palpate the upper part of your dog's abdomen, just underneath the rib cage, that's going to be where the liver lies. And if a dog or cat has liver disease, that area, it might be slightly painful. And as liver disease progresses, you're going to see bigger clinical signs. Often we might see this thing called ascites or fluid, which we talked about, which you see with low albumin, this low protein. It might show up as fluid in their abdomen. You might be swelling in the distal part of their feet, for instance. As liver disease advances, you can see a thing called jaundice. And what you're going to see is this yellowing. Often you'll see it in the whites of your pet's eyes. It's all yellow in here. It's no longer white. You lift up their lips, look at their gums. Once again, it's not really a pinkish color. It's going to be yellow or jaundiced. And if you suspect liver disease in your dog or cat, you're seeing some of those clinical signs, first thing, you're going to go see your veterinarian. You're going to get an appropriate workup. Then you're going to get a diagnosis. That can give you a pretty accurate diagnosis in a pretty short period of time. The first big principle in treating any dog or cat with liver disease is ensuring that they're eating. You want high quality protein, easily digestible foods. Many of the dogs respond much better to a high quality canned food. Most cats in particular, they respond really well to these higher protein, moderately high fat canned cat foods. But many of them also then may need to have a stomach tube or some form of external tube placed, so then they can be force fed. Fortunately, most dogs can be treated without having to have an external feeding tube. I'm going to show you 5 liver disease remedies you should consider. Number 1, milk thistle. It's been extensively studied for liver disease, shown in multiple studies to be especially beneficial. It specifically helps stimulate liver repair. It can block further damage, if you have toxins that are damaging the liver, and has been so beneficial in so many animals. plus minimal to no side effects. We're looking at animal doses of 100 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. Number 2, SAMe, or S-adenosylmethionine. It's a naturally occurring compound found in virtually every cell in the body, but it's especially important for normal liver function and especially for liver regeneration. SAMe, it's been extensively studied for liver disease, and they've seen in multiple studies, number 1, it can help reverse the signs of liver damage, especially if we're looking at liver damage, for instance, from some of these medications. It can promote and speed up liver cell regeneration. We're looking at SAMe doses of 50 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. 95% curcumin, it's been extensively studied for its benefits in liver disease in our dogs and cats, even people. It is anti-inflammatory, it has great antioxidant properties, and they know that so many cases of liver disease, they come from oxidative damage. This does a great job to prevent this from happening in the first place. Doses of our bioavailable curcumin, it is 250 milligrams per 50 pounds of body weight daily. Number 4, we have dandelion root. Dandelion root is really important for cancer. We know it can act as a mild appetite stimulant, important for animals that have liver disease. The studies have shown that dandelion root can be protective against acute liver damage. For instance, your dog eats some type of fungal toxin, i.e. an aflatoxin, that can really damage the liver. Dandelion root can be protective against that from happening in the first place. Doses of the tincture, a half a ml of the tincture per 20 pounds of body weight twice daily. The 5th remedy I wanted to mention is not specific for the liver, but it's really important in their animals that have digestive upset as a result of liver disease. Number 5, slippery elm. As I talked about earlier, one of the big key principles in helping your dog or your cat heal their liver is getting them eating again. And if they feel nauseous, they're not going to eat. Slippery elm has virtually no side effects. It's well tolerated by our dogs and our cats, and is really easy to give. Standard dog and cat doses, 1 400 milligram capsule per 20 pounds of body weight twice daily. You really want to do whatever you can to get your dog or cat eating again. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets of liver disease in our dogs and cats, plus my top natural remedies. I really encourage you to sign up for our brand new webinar, Liver Disease in Dogs and Cats. We're going to cover home diets, top remedies for cancer, liver disease, cognitive dysfunction, natural parasite control. Plus, I'm going to be sticking around to answer your most pressing dog and cat health questions. The webinar is free. It's happening Tuesday, July 23rd at 5 p.m. Pacific. Click the link in the box below to sign up. Click up there to subscribe. Hit the bell to sign up for notifications, and when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book.